Greetings! My name is Shane Emerson. I'm an environmental scientist with California State Parks Off-Highway Motor Vehicle Recreation Division. I'm here today to show you all how to use a very helpful and interesting tool that can be used to identify sensitive or rare and listed plant species within a given project area. Before we start, a small disclaimer that while this tool is effective and helpful in identifying occurrences of special plant species, it should not be used as a tool to confirm their absence. And what I mean by that is just because a species isn't detected by this tool doesn't mean it isn't there. This is simply just a method to help you get an idea of what potential species are present and what resources you need to consider based on your project. So the tool we'll be using today is Calflora's What Grows Here. This is a very free, easy to use, and publicly available tool, and I'm going to show you to access it and teach you how to run searches specifically for rare and listed plants within your project area. One thing to note is this is a spatial database, which essentially means that everything is mapped and that you're using the map to search a given area for recorded occurrences and sightings. The really nice thing about this database is that the information is vetted and that all the records that have been uploaded have been confirmed by botanists and plant biologists across the state of California. In addition to Calflora's What Grows Here, I'm also going to try and take you through and show you two other websites that have useful follow-up information once you have collected your searches. This includes California Native Plant Society's Inventory of Rare Plants and the California Department of Fish and Wildlife's Rare Plants list, both of which are excellent free resources that can give you more information on rare and listed plants in California. So let's begin. Let me do that. All right, and so easiest way to start, open up a new search tab, a new web browser, and make your way over to Google, or you can search right here in your address bar. But I like to type in Calflora. It's usually the first link that pops up, and you just click on that. And then Calflora is a great website if you're ever interested in learning more about our plants in California. But specifically today, we're looking for the What Grows Here tool. And you can find the link for it right here in the middle of the screen, left-hand side. And you're going to click on that. And that's going to take you to this web page. And this is the tool right here. So we have a map on our right, and we have a criteria filter on our left. So we're going to look at the map first. The first thing I like to do with my map is I like to switch it over to satellite mode, use real imagery. That makes it way easier because what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be zooming into our project area. And so for the purposes of this exercise, our project area is Prairie City SVRA. For those of you that have never been or don't know about Prairie City, it is a 1,500 acre OHV park and is open to all forms of recreation. If you're ever in the Sacramento area, it's about 20 miles east of downtown and is definitely a park worth visiting. But okay, so basically what the first things you want to do is you want to zoom into where your project area is. And referencing what I said earlier, is this is a spatial database. And so what it's going to do is it's going to pull all the results that show up on this map. So our map is our search area. And so it's going to pull up every recorded plant occurrence in this database when we search through. And so if I did that right now, I haven't filtered out anything because we're going to go to our criteria filter next. So I haven't filtered out anything yet. So if I click the search right now, what it's going to do is going to generate a list right here of all the plants that were in that map area, right? And so it's 206 records. It's all the plants. I haven't added any filters yet. And so what we want to do to fix that is because we're specifically looking for rare plants. We want to know where our sensitive and listed species are within our project area and the surrounding buffer region. And so the way to do that is you go here to your plant filter or your criteria, you drop down your plant filter tab, and we're specifically interested in status. Now you can separate by other things such as bloom month, life form. You can even go in here to plant names and you can specifically look for specific plants or their family groupings. But for the purpose of this exercise, we are only looking at status. So we're going to go to the status tab. And instead of any, we're going to change the status to rare. And basically what it's going to do is we're going to hit that search button again. And so now it's only pulled up the rare plants that have occurred in this project area within this map. And so now what's really cool is we only have 6 plants. So we had 204 before. We have 6 plants. And now we have a list of our rare plants that are known to occur within the project area. And so you can do a few things with this data. From this list, you can click on each of the scientific names, and it'll pull up the Calflora taxon report for that species, which is very cool. It has all the information you need. It includes the rare plant rank, the listing status, it includes scientific and common names, it includes your bloom period, and also pictures of the species if you're trying to go out and search for them or monitor to prevent impacts to them. So it's a really useful tool to get you more knowledgeable on any of the plants that you find. Another great use of this data is you can actually plot it on the map. So you can click on, so it has the records. So that's the records here is the number of times it's been recorded within this area. And so that's the number of records that they have on that plant species. So what you can actually do is click on the record and go to display points. And it'll plot that on the map. So right here, bam, we plotted our point for Douglas's fiddleneck. And so it's that blue dot, and that's actually the location it occurs and is known to occur. And here it is relative to our project area. We can do the same thing. We can do with Valley Rodea, sorry. And you see all these plots pop up over here. And now, unfortunately, they're all the same color, but we can change that. So we can go here, click on this, and we'll just change them pink. So we changed the icon to pink, and we clicked on display points. And look at that, they changed to pink for us. So very cool tool, and we can do that for all the species if we wanted to specifically know where certain ones were at. And that gives us an idea of where these recorded occurrences are relative to our project area. And so what I like to do next is let's clear these records out. And so this is something that may be common for a lot of you is that's a large buffer region, right? If we're specifically focused on a small project in here, we don't want the entire buffer region, especially when we're dealing with big projects. So say our project was really large. Basically, like say we had this massive project area, we don't want to include all of this part of the map, right? We just want specifically to look within a reasonable amount of our project area. And so the way you can do that is you can go to area. So like right now it's searching the entire map area. But if you want, you can go down and you can basically drop down this draw a polygon tab, and then you can select this button in polygon. And what you can do is you can actually draw a polygon on its map. And I'm actually going to remove the labels because they tend to get in the way at this part. But you're going to go and you're going to start dropping points with your cursor on the map. And this is going to help you. All these points are going to be your polygon. And basically what this does is it tells the filter, hey, I only want to search in this area. I only want the results that occur in this polygon. And so then you can do that. And so then you click on search again, and it's going to update your list for you. And now you only have 4 records within this purple area here. And so that's a nice way to condense down your lists if you have larger project areas and you don't want to include like massive buffer regions. That's a way to get around it. And we can definitely look at this. So this is Indian Valley Brodea. This is a subspecies before. But you can click on the observations. That'll give you more information on the occurrences and who reported them, when they were recorded, stuff like that. So that's a great tool. And then we can also want to display these points because I want to see where they're at within my project area. It's taking a little longer than I like it to. There we go. Boom. And so that's where they're at in the project area. This is a species that, maybe I'm working over here that I want to avoid, so stuff like that. And the last thing, so you can print directly from this. You can definitely do screen grabs to grab the maps. Unfortunately, you can't print out the maps. But you can use this tool right here. This is a great tool as well, is this Illustrate Plant List. Unfortunately, it does require you to sign in and create an account. But what you can do is if you do create an account, you can use this Illustrate Plant List. And what it does is it takes your search results, opens a new tab, and makes them into a nice ordered list for you that you can more easily print off, right? And what's nice is you can even customize this list. So say you didn't want the photos, and you can display it that way, and then it gives you this nice list that you can work from and build up the species data for that area. You can also show the bloom period. You can order by the bloom start month. So you can order them basically detection. You can group them by family. So it's got a lot of useful tools. What else did we want to show you? So that's it for this tool. That's basically how to use it. So say you have your plant list now. So say we're more interested in Indian Valley Brodea. We have it near where we're going to be working, and we want to know more about it. We can always click on this and get the taxon report from Calflora. But another option is we can go to the California Native Plant Society. You can also just type in CNPS. So CNPS will get you the same location. But we're looking for this web page. It's cnps.org. You can always type that up here and it'll take you directly to their homepage. But we're looking under their helpful tools, and we're looking at their inventory of rare plants. So this is a great tool to get a little more information. And we're interested in the Indian Valley Brodea, right? So you can just go to here, go to their search bar, and type in Indian Valley. Oop. And it even autofills, right? So, and then you just can click on that, and you can click on go. And it pulls up this nice, another kind of like similar to the taxon report for Calflora. And so this is a nice tool that shows you a lot of information on the plant that's also on that Calflora website. It actually links back to it. So if you click on this, boom, so it's all interconnected, which is really nice. All the information is the same across all these different areas. But it'll show you rare plant rank, federal listing status, state listing status. It'll give you the date when it was added as a designation. It'll give you bloom period. It'll give you the elevation which it's found. It'll give you the general habitats which it's located, as well as microhabitats. So and also pictures, which these are from Calflora. So they work together with Calflora to make these. And they'll give you locations within your region if you scroll down where it's presumed to be present still. So very useful tool. You can click to Cal Photos, and it'll go to Cal Photos and have pictures as representative samples of the species. And all eFlora, CCH, all great resources. That's a great tool if you want follow-up information to give you a little more idea. So say this plant pops up and you have these habitats in your area and you want to go search them for this species and make sure that it's not there before you begin your project. That's something that this is great for. And the last thing I want to show you, it's CDFW, so California Department of Fish and Wildlife Special Animals List. And what I like to do is I type in the Special Animals List. We're actually looking at plants this time. And so you open this link right here. And it's the one that is referenced to CNDDB. But you're specifically looking at this second link right here, the Endangered, Threatened, and Rare Plants List. And it's a PDF document that is updated every month by California Department of Fish and Wildlife. And basically what it is any plant that has one of these designations, so if it's state listed endangered, federally listed endangered or threatened, any of the proposed threatened, if it has any one of these status, it gets added to this list. And it's updated monthly, so it's very current. And basically, so if you're curious if the plant species you are interested in has a designation or not, you can search this. So I usually just Control F to pull up a search bar. And I'll type in, and we're interested in Indian Valley Brodea. And I'll just type in Indian Valley because I know it's going to pop up. And so Brodea rosea, Indian Valley Brodea. It's a state endangered, which we've already confirmed at Calflora and CNPS. And this is its former name. It used to be a subspecies of Brodea coronaria. This is just a way if you want to confirm whether a species has a listing status. This doesn't cover rare plants, I will say. So that's something to consider. This is just the endangered and threatened. So that's all I got. I appreciate your time. I hope you guys found this useful, and good luck out there. Have a wonderful day.